Hey, everybody, welcome back to Gone Outdoor Radio. You're listening to the special South Dakota edition here on KWSN or KELO in South Dakota. Scotty Brewer, Kyle Agri of Brewer Agri Outdoors, and we're going to chat with a good friend of ours who we've never met. You know, Kyle, I don't know how many of these good friends we have that we've never met. And
There's a few.
We need to make this change. Mr. Nick Harrington, he works at South Dakota Game Fish Department. Very, very avid outdoorsman. And if you want to know what's going on with South Dakota Game and Fish or with South Dakota Outdoors, Nick is the guy to talk to. How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing great. Thank you guys for having me. And you know, that invite to the boat always exists. And if we get a nice spring, I mean, it might be February or March here on the river. We can have you in the tiller.
Yep.
Oh, you got Mr. Brewer excited when you said tiller.
I know the magic words. Kyle in the tiller a couple times, but I usually got to get him in there kicking and dragging. But he usually enjoys it by the time he's done.
Every time.
So, Nick, we could talk fishing all day long, but there's so much other stuff going on right now. Even our avid fishermen aren't really paying a whole lot of attention to fishing stuff because they're out hunting. They're out in the field chasing deer. They're out chasing birds. They're out doing something. How is your personal fall hunting season going?
You know, it's been going very well. I have been out in the field pheasant hunting, and I can tell you the reports from the field about lots of birds, they are accurate. It kind of started a little bit slow, but that crop harvest was the big factor. But as those crops have been harvested, it's gotten even better and better. There've been a lot of birds in the fields, but now farmers are caught up. We have the corn out, we have the beans out, and the birds are in the grasslands, and there are a lot of them.
So you can answer a question. We had a question earlier on one of our earlier segments. We were talking with a predator control expert, predator hunter. And I thought I had seen that in South Dakota, there's a bounty on predators. Is that accurate?
That is correct. So that would be our Nest Predator Bounty Program. It begins March 1st for youth under 18, and then for all South Dakota residents on April 1st. It then runs until July 1st or until we reach the cap of 50,000 tails. 5 nest predators: raccoons, possum, badgers, red fox, and striped skunk. $10 a piece per tail, can do $590 per household. So that would be accurate. We have Tail Tuesdays that we call them, that we do turn-ins with our GFP offices, and all that is to enhance that duck pheasant nest success and really get youth outdoors. We have great youth participation. Usually it's upwards in the 40% of the participants are under that age of 18. So really cool program, and this will be that we've done 7 years of it now. So it's gone on for a while and been really successful.
That is pretty amazing. It would be great if all the surrounding states around you did that as well. But congratulations on getting that system going and keeping it going. So
No,
I remember last year, I think it was last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, you were telling us about a trip that you did where you took the tiller and you were out trolling, but you were deer hunting at the same time. Do you have any plans of doing anything like that again this year for this year's deer hunt?
I didn't get my West River deer tag, so I'm just trolling. No firearms involved this time.
Well, you might find some pheasants.
I will tell you, so West River Deer opened last Saturday, and I have seen some really nice bucks this year. A couple of my friends have harvested. He showed me the first picture, and it was a whitetail, and I was like, wow, that is a heck of a deer. I'd never passed that up. And then he showed me his wife's mule deer, and it made the whitetail look like Bambi. Let's just put it that way. It was that impressive.
Wow, that is very, very cool. Have numbers been good? Hunter success numbers from what you've heard over that first week?
It sounds like from the folks I've talked to, it sounds like they're seeing deer. Definitely, probably more deer than the past few years, which is good. We had a pretty mild year for EHD, epizootic hemorrhagic disease. Biologist side comes out from time to time, but good reports. Good reports of deer numbers, and again, some really nice bucks out there. East River Deer opens today, so hopefully that trend continues over to the eastern side of the state too.
So that's good to hear that you had a mild EHD year because that can be devastating. How about CWD? How has that taken hold in South Dakota?
Chronic wasting disease, CWD, that is one of those that we continue to monitor the spread of it as it goes across just across the state, really, to determine prevalence, determine where exactly it is in the state. We actually just put out our new CWD management plan, CWD action plan. That is available for public comment here until the end of December. So I would encourage anyone interested in CWD, bounce over to our website, gfp.sd.gov. It is under our management plans for revision. So you'll see a conservation tab. You'll see management plans. The action plan is right there. But again, something that our hunters play a huge role in, those voluntary samples, that is so key for our biologists to track that disease, figure out where it is and how prevalent it is across our state. And then if any management actions are needed based on how CWD might impact our populations. But I would say as we are right now, I would say EHD is probably more of the limiting factor, the biggest challenge when it comes to deer management. So super happy that we did have a pretty mild year.
Yes, very, very good. Hopefully you get a mild winter and next year you'll be able to give out even more tags than you did this year. All right, we got about a minute and a half left, Nick. You were telling me about this cool thing that just opened in Rapid City. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So earlier this month, the Pete Lean and Sons Shooting Sports Complex opened. It is just north of Rapid City, about 8 or 9 miles. So really within 15 minutes of Rapid, depending on where you are. It is a $20 million facility. It is a premier firearms range. I mean, everyone that has been there that I have talked to, I can't say the words on radio, but that is the feedback we have gotten. So that is to me, that's probably the best customer review you can get.
So what all do they have in there? I mean, can you go out shoot pistols, rifles, shotguns? I mean, what is everything at play?
Everything. You have everything from an archery range to shotgun bays to long range shooting. Lots of free to the public, come inside in your deer rifle bays. And then there's those long range opportunities too. So there is a free component of it, and then for more of the shotgun type stuff, for more of the long range bays, there's also a membership too that folks can buy. Those are available now. They will be good basically they're going to get them for about 16 months. So for folks that want to check that out, purchase that, and it's going to be good. Pretty much the same timeline as our state park entrance licenses. Again, Pete Lean and Sons Shooting Sports Complex. If you have any interest in firearms, whether it's sighting in your deer rifle or seeing how far you can shoot out there, you got to go check it out.
That's amazing. I kind of wish we had that something a little closer to here as well. All right, Nick, if people want to find out more about game fishing parks and all that you guys do, where can they go?
gfp.sd.gov. From there, you'll be able to check out that shooting range I talked about, see all the deer information, and buy that pheasant license, because we are just to the time of year that the pheasant hunting is going to get really good. Thanksgiving is the unofficial opener here, just because the fields have kind of cleared out, and we are ready to go take advantage of those opportunities.
Well, it's good you don't got a deer tag, because you can get out and spend more time out in the field. All right. Thank you very much, Nick, for coming on Gone Outdoors.
Thanks, guys.
Special thanks to our Gone Outdoors show sponsors, our special Sioux Falls edition, Gray Sport Marine, Adventure RV, Lakeland General Store, Devil's Lake Tourism, Linex of Fargo, Onyx Fish Midwest, the Ion Alpha, and Glacial Lake Snow Bear. Thank you for tuning in to today's Gone Outdoors. Follow along when you're on the water or on the ice or in the field with Gone Outdoor Podcast. KFGO.com, KWSN.com, KELO.com, Apple Podcasts, or on Spotify. Visit us at BreweryAgriOutdoors.com and follow us on social media. Until next week, from Scotty and Kyle, we'll be gone outdoors. Looking for somewhere to get all your fishing information in one place? Onyx Fish Midwest has something for you. Search for new fishing areas with filtering features such as species, abundance, trophy potential, lake survey info, regulations, and area insights are just a click away.
Getting to your target lake has never been easier with access points and public land ownership clearly marked on Onyx Fish. Mark and customize waypoints and weather for your exact location. Use code BA Outdoors to get 20% off Onyx Fish Midwest at onyxmaps.com.